Good evening from Xi'an. What you're seeing behind me isn't a special effects filter. It's real. Heat distortions rising from the pavement, empty sidewalks, and not a soul daring to step outside. It's currently 43 degrees Celsius by the official forecast, but that number barely scratches the surface, quite literally. Across Shaanxi, Sichuan, Henan, and beyond, we are in the grip of what is being called the most intense, widespread, and prolonged high-temperature event of the year, and quite possibly in recent memory. We've been measuring temperatures not just in the air, but on the surfaces we walk and live on. Pavement here in Xi'an, 70 degrees. In Wugong, 72.9. That's not an exaggeration. That's not a heat index. That's the reality of the ground temperature today.
我去，太夸张了！看到没？地表温度已经达到了70多度。同志们，体温计已经不能衡量西安现在的温度了。然后我找了一个能量100度的。
Glass windows have shattered. Residents have reported balcony doors cracking, even bursting, due to heat expansion.
往这放这儿，等一下。
Cars left outside are essentially sealed ovens. In Luzhou and Chengdu, people report that simply touching glass or metal is enough to cause burns. The recorded air temperature inside some homes, without air conditioning, is reaching up to 44.5 degrees. Not heat index, not feels like. That's the literal temperature on the household thermometers we've verified. Let me put this in perspective. In several districts of Shanxi, Zuzi, Mexin, Gaoling, and Shanyang, air temperatures have broken local historical records. All in the same 48-hour window, Xi'an's Lintong district matched its highest recorded surface temperature ever, 72.1 degrees Celsius. Across more than 20 provinces, over 1/3 of China is now under a high temperature warning. As of today, the Central Meteorological Observatory has issued 82 red warnings, the highest classification. Many residents aren't risking going outside at all. Daily life has been forced underground, literally. Commutes are being planned exclusively through shaded garages in basements. Retail traffic has evaporated. Workers are changing clothes multiple times per day due to sweat. There are reports from Luzhou of people experiencing heat stroke after less than 10 minutes outdoors. In Chengdu, surface materials are now too hot to sit or lean on. A chair left in the sun for even 30 minutes can reach burn-level temperatures. In Henan and Hubei, temperatures have exceeded 45 degrees Celsius in some localities. In Xi'an, people joke that the air itself is a sauna. Thick, oppressive, and stifling. But it's not a joke. The data supports their claims. The actual air has become hot to inhale. Breath by breath, people are being slowly cooked. The phenomenon fueling all of this is known as a heat dome. Picture a massive invisible lid pressed tightly over central and eastern China. The Western Pacific subtropical high, an atmospheric system, jumped north earlier than expected. It trapped warm air over much of the Yangtze and Huaihe river basins. That air sinks, compresses, and heats even more. What's happening now is a classic feedback loop. The ground bakes, the air heats, that heat rises, only to be forced back down again. Meteorologists are calling this one of the most extreme patterns they've observed over the region in years. And we're not alone. From Europe to North America, similar heat domes are causing infrastructural strain and public health emergencies. Trains are slowing down due to track expansions. The Eiffel Tower reportedly bent under the pressure of heat this month. In northeastern China, where air conditioning ownership has traditionally lagged, demand is now outpacing supply. There are wait times of over 2 weeks for new installations. Households that never had the need for cooling systems are now desperate. To make matters worse, in many of these places, this isn't even the peak. July 15th and 16th marked the most intense days so far. But meteorologists warn that high temperatures will persist, especially in Henan, Hubei, Shanxi, and the middle and lower reaches of the Yangtze. While some relief is forecast to arrive after the 18th for parts of Jiangsu, Zhejiang, and eastern Huanhua, much of inland China remains outside the reach of that cold front. Here's what this means in practical terms. People are abandoning traditional commuting routes in favor of underground garages. Food delivery services are declining orders due to heat risks. Here's what this means in practical terms. Outdoor laborers are reporting dizziness, heat stroke symptoms, and in some cases, hospitalizations. And in parts of Daixing, Yuzhou and Chongqing, people say simply walking from your front door to your car leaves you soaked in sweat. It's not dramatic to say. This heat is reshaping the daily structure of life. And if you're wondering if this is just a one-off, it's not. We've already said record heat wave multiple times this year, and we're only halfway through summer. Meteorologists have confirmed this heat event isn't part of a single heat wave, but one in a series of increasingly intense cycles made worse by global warming. The future may look like this more often. And unless infrastructure, housing, and urban planning catch up, the human cost will grow. For now, if you're in one of these impacted zones, stay indoors, drink water, limit physical activity, and check in on vulnerable neighbors. I'll leave you with this image. A thermometer buried in the soil in Wugon, reading 72.9 degrees Celsius. Glass windows cracking. Families moving their beds to the floor. A country adapting in... Just don't let up. Stay cool and take this seriously.